Hey guys, hope you're having a good day. It is Tuesday the 19th of March. Just doing a quick update on a trade that Nate Bear closed out for a profit in Profit Surge Trader. I'll leave a link in the description below if you want to go and check out my full track record and review of Nate Bear's service. It's right here. Again, the link will be in the description below. I try and add everything I can to this as we go through this process of vetting and checking Profit Surge Trader by Nate Bear. Before we get started into the actual trade analysis, I want to bring to your attention a webinar that we're doing with Theta Traders. So Lance and I from thetatraders.com have been thinking about doing a small account challenge. So basically daily spreads, and where the risk is very small but the reward can be quite high. The idea would be to be somewhere between the conservative nature that Theta Traders is known for, and somewhere between that and, say, Small Account Journey by Jason Bond, which is very aggressive, and try and get somewhere in between where the risk reward is just perfect, where you're building small account quickly, but you're not risking a blow up every other week or every month or whatever. So the idea is capital preservation. It's going to be steady, but as fast as possible in a safe way. So the idea is we're going to do a separate service, so it'll be a different channel in the Discord. We'll be looking to turn 5k into 10k as fast as possible, but again, being safe and making sure that we don't lose, big massive losses like other services have. Usually this will go from 5k, say, with another service to 7k and then back down to 4k or something. That is not going to happen with this service as far as, well, fingers crossed. I trust Lance enough that this will be a very steady journey from 5k to 10k. For people that have a 5k account. You don't have to use that, you could use more or less if you want. 5k is probably the minimum based on the types of trades that we'll be doing though. And so these will be sell side trades, and we're going to talk all about it in the webinar, which will be on the 25th of March in about a week from now at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. Live webinar, so you guys can ask us all the questions that you want. We are also doing a free giveaway. So every webinar now we want to give somebody a free subscription, so all you have to do is enter the prize draw, which is this page right here. I'll leave a link in the description so you can go and enter. If you're interested in getting a free subscription to the small account challenge, this will enter you into the prize draw. You also have to attend the webinar though, because we'll be announcing the winner on the webinar near the end of the webinar as well. So you need to enter your email here and you'll get some more information about things, and then also we'll announce the winner at the end of the webinar on the 25th, so next Monday I think. So that'll be cool. I've got the link for that in the description below. Make sure you check it out. Every time somebody wins, it's just good, like giving back, thing. So anyway, that's the Theta Traders stuff that I wanted to talk about. Now into the actual trade that Nate Bear took yesterday. So this was a very quick trade, and this was kind of his analysis. So I'll go over to PowerPoint really quick here, and then I'll talk about it on TradingView a little bit. So I knew straight away when he said in the chat that typically he gives out like one or two bonus trades. So he'll give out like the main trade for the month, which is PTRL. And you can tell like the chart on PTRL is kind of bad, and like he kept saying there's no A+ setups on it, so I'm just sitting there going, well, I'm not taking that trade. And so this one was my top pick for that day, because it was one of the bonus trades, BURL calls. And so he said that Sam, which is his new screener fancy software thing, was given A+ setups on lots of different time frames, but on his favorite time frames, like the 130 minute. It's also an earnings winner, so that makes it eligible for Profit Surge Trader, which should experience the earnings profit surge. I'll mark the chart up now. And so he marked the chart up, and he marked it on the 130 minute time frame. And hopefully you can see this a little bit, and it just looks beautiful. I mean, it has A+ setups all across the board, so that's what he looks for. And that's A+ is on this SAM software that he has. So they custom built a really nice, really beautiful screener for detecting some of these patterns and squeezes, which really works really well. Now the plan was to enter near 219, stop under 215 with a target of 227. And of course this lovely pennant pattern right here, if it breaks up through this line, you've got some decent upside. So I went into TradingView and I looked at it myself, kind of looked at it on just like the 2 hour and the 1 hour. So if I look here, this was Monday around when he alerted it, which was here on this candle. And so it did take off a bit and it started to break through this trend line. And so this would have been a good buy, even when it retested down here. So unfortunately, a lot of people missed it. I saw some people in the Discord, though, were making some money on it, which was nice. And it has broken out beautifully above the pennant, as as expected. It still is yet to break this line though, this key level, which is probably why Nate exited, because he actually just exited. Because like this breakout could be false, right? It might just come back down. So he wants to keep his winning rate high, and especially with the FOMC stuff tomorrow. Like if you've got a 20% winner and you're running a service, especially, you might want to take your profits fairly quickly, and so he did. So he took his profits. Let's see. So this was the buy alerts at 255, and then the sell alert today, just plus 20%. And near 3 point. Not wild about the indices this morning, so you're starting to get a bit nervous about the market as a whole. It's going to play it safe and book the profits. So this does a couple of things. First of all, it avoids the FOMC potential disaster, which nearly always happens if you're holding long through it. And also it makes sure that he is continuing to basically keep his track record high, which is necessary for people with small accounts that are typical of people that are in his Profit Surge Trader. So hopefully that's helpful. It's just a very brief overview. This thing might completely change. Like maybe let's have a look at a different time frame, like on the hourly. Let's switch to that. You see, it's kind of on the hourly. It's just the first hourly candle starting to turn red here, round about where we're saying it might get rejected from. So I'd be a little nervous this will trend back down to the trend line. And this will just be a blip above this level right here. And so if with the 1 hour, you can kind of zoom in a little bit better on when he entered. So he entered on this candle right here. And so people were annoyed because it did spike a little bit, but then it pulled all the way back down this morning to 8:30, and people were getting filled down here. And this is the number one thing I keep telling people in the services: do not enter when he does. Let it pull down. And that pays off dividends sometimes. I think I saw somebody say they sold at 3 this morning. They got in early, got a bargain, and then sold at 3. So quite a big percentage on this move, even though it's a small move for the underlying stock. So pretty cool. Looking at the daily, you can kind of see this was the earnings winner, right? So this is where we had a gap up. We've played this stock in Profit Surge Trader a few times as well, and you can see today's chart is just this big green candle. But will it break through the previous high right here? Who knows? But you can kind of see what he's playing. I think it was a great trade. I really do. I think it was fantastic. I'm going to add it into my full review here. If you want to buy Profit Surge Trader, it's at an all-time low price of $179, so just come to my article. Again, link will be in the description below. If you have any questions, just email me at stockalertsreviewed@protonmail.com. Again, in the description below. And you can come here and just get the deal from my links in here. And so, yeah, so hopefully that's helpful. You get a little glance at what we do in Profit Surge Trader if you're not already in it. We've played it before, again, very similar patterns, and played it several times. So Burl has been quite good to Profit Surge traders over the last little bit. So anyway, hopefully that's helpful. Make sure you don't forget to sign up for that free prize draw for Theta Traders. It's going to be fantastic. It's selling 0 DTE spreads plus some longer dated credit spreads, and I think you'll find that it's a really passive, easy way to grow a small account. So definitely check that out as well. As usual, everything in the description below. Make sure you go down there, look through it, and I'll talk to you guys soon.